Audio test. When my stream goes live. There we go. Does that seem to be working? That does seem to be working. Alright, nice. Alright, it's time we got back into some Elden Ring, because it has been a few days. Yeah, I want to continue making some progress on this new character. Alright, we continue. I think my goal for this playthrough at least is going to be to try and grab a few of those alternative parries that you can get. Like, one thing I've been meaning to check is, I think in one of the earlier streams, I did get golden parry. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get a couple of light shields, and I also want to get carry and retaliation, and then I want to test some of them out and see how they actually fare against each other. Like, I want to compare all the different parries. Now, one enemy type that gives a really light shield are the demi-humans, who give the really light small shield, the little wood one. And given that I just want a shield for parrying, that's pretty much exactly what I want, because it doesn't need to have any good stats. Oh, there's my controller doing something weird. Come on. Alright, well that's a good start. Hold on, my controller adapter seems to have gone and had a moment. Let me replug that. Come on, controller. Now is not the time to die on me. Well, my controller is fine, but the adapter isn't. How do I how do I play this on mouse and keyboard? Oh no. Alright, hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay, controller's back. Alright. Really should get a new controller adapter at some point. Now, do any of these guys have shields? Yes. One of those guys has a shield. Okay, a couple of these guys have shields. This is what I was banking on. Is I can run through here a few times and hopefully get one of them to drop a shield. That would be the goal. Alright. Any shields yet? It's another guy with shields. That one's still got a shield. And I think, yeah, that one's still got a shield as well. Let's just take all of them out. We'll roll through this area and reset, and until we get one of these small shields. There's the Site of Grace. It was somewhere nearby. There it was. Yes. See, it's light just over the hill. Nice. I still need this hat on with this. I didn't. Let's switch back to... Probably all these sorted by weight, actually. Guess I'm still medium low even on the really heavy hats. Let's just put one of these on. That seems fun. Can I do a sweep with this? Yes, I can. I actually find that harder to use to sweep past enemies. Alright. Still none of these shields. I wonder what the best place to find one of these shields is. Because I was looking on the wiki for a bunch of what the lightest small shield was, and it is the shield that these guys are holding. So I just tried to remember what places I remember these guys hanging out at. And at least this patch is near a Site of Grace. This is probably reasonable. Maybe it would be useful if I used a few of those drop rate boosting items. Do I have any? Do I have the ability to buy any of them in bulk yet. That's also a point. No, you know what? I'll hold off using any... Yeah, I've only got 2. This should be fine. They can't take that long to drop a shields. Like, it's not exactly, it's not exactly shiny Pokemon hunting. Let's see if I can drop... Wow, these guys do not a lot of damage to torrent either. Is nice. Oh, but they do knock me off. Alright. Apparently, it's just the amount of it's the amount of poise damage, maybe? I have no idea. Alright. Anything? Nope. Reset. Actually, another point that I've been curious about is, does my flask upgrade affect my downscaling when I join into people's sessions? Because I didn't think it did. But, I do need to... I think I maybe just need... I'm maybe just getting slightly higher level than my friend when I join him. But, otherwise, yeah. Nothing too much to change in terms of progress on this character. Not going to be leveling up for a while. At least until my friend catches up on my character's level. So more tangential progress instead of actual progress. Right, that's all the ones with shields. Or at least all the ones at the front. But yeah, so of the variant parries, I know that a lot of people use the golden one. What's it called again? I can't remember. I can't equip it now. The golden retaliation, or whatever it happens to be called. I know that one's very popular. Although I feel like it has a longer wind-up time. I feel like it's got like more frames before the parry comes out. Whereas off the top of my head, I think carrying retaliation is very similar to a buckler parry. So I'm curious to try that one and just see how it does. Okay, can I... That's not an attack. That's just me standing there and doing nothing. Right. Still none. Should probably look up what the drop rate of these things is. Like, I'm pretty sure they can drop. That was what was listed on the wiki page as far as I remember. So, we'll just keep going. Until we get one. Hopefully this doesn't take, like, half an hour's worth of stream just to drop a shield. We'll see, we'll see. Worst case, do I have any other just, like, light shields? Not on me. I probably might put them away in my stash. Actually, it's really worth checking whether I just have one of these shields that I'm looking for just in my stash. Does this weapon work better two-handed? Feels like the attacks come out faster two-handed. Still no shields. Yeah, so it's also maybe worth going to look for my other favourite shield from actually for actually blocking stuff, which was the brass shield. While I'm on a little mission to farm items, that might not be a bad one to farm up. Also, as much as I like this giant knife, it's maybe not the best weapon for taking on all these enemies in rapid succession. Let's pick something just with faster attacks. These guys are pretty low level, so they're not really enemies that I need to be using a big, ridiculous damage weapon on. Another thought as well is, what parries can I throw onto a scimitar? Because it might be fun to do double scimitar gameplay with one of the scimitars having a parry on it. Because scimitar parries are always fancy. I used to have fun pulling off curved sword parries in Dark Souls 3. They have horrible frames and they're not very good because also they're one of the few parries which you can get, like, which enemies can just swing through a lot of the time. Like, I forget exactly how it worked, but I just remember them being not very good. But they were a good way to learn parrying because the fact that they were just strictly one of the worst parries made it feel so much easier to parry once I'd stuck to using them for a bit. The thing about learning to parry with a weird parry tool is that if it's got weird parry frames as well, that can also be a problem, because you end up teaching yourself the wrong timing. Is two-handed katana faster? Maybe? Probably not. That was the other thing I wanted to get. I wanted to get the long katana at some point. A lot of things to collect on this character. Also, I vaguely remember those guys dropping kind of fun weapons if you manage to drop their weapons. But again, horrendous drop rate on them, I'm pretty sure. As with the drop rate on a lot of the enemies that you encounter a lot in the game have got really... Oh, there we go, there's a shield. I've got really low drop rates on their items, because otherwise you'd end up with, like, piles of them in your inventory. So it makes sense. It's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing that these enemies have low drop rates on things, because you do bump into a lot of them, but if you're specifically going out of your way to get one of those items, it can be a little bit annoying. So, what to do? Let's start off by... Oh, I actually have another one on me. I'm actually blind. Well, that's good, because there were two parry types that I wanted, so what I'll do is even worth making them scale, and I mean, I'm not going to be blocking with them anytime soon. Maybe it would be funny to have them with lightning, and I can bash people with them in the odd, weird moment. I'm going to have to organize my inventory again with this, aren't I? Let's do it. Let's sort out some inventory organization again. Because there's always more things to organize when it comes to inventory layout. Also, did I accidentally put away my second scimitar at some point? I think I did. Oh, yeah, I've got spare scimitars there, because I would like to be able to dual wield them from time to time. Right. So, I think the goal is... The top row is fine. I don't want to touch those... In fact, probably leave those right. Basically everything from this onwards, I think I move, and then I put the other shields in. And I think I leave the second scimitar nearby as well. In fact, probably want that second scimitar on the end of that row. So what I could do is do that. And then bring these back in. Now I'd want... I didn't think that through properly, did I? Because those two shields are going to be somewhere on the top rows. You know, let's put a lot of these away and think through what we actually want, because otherwise this is going to get messy very quickly. Right, so in that slot, I would like my second scimitar, so I would like them to be next to each other. So, yeah, so those two, and then those four. Bring all those back, put that in the top row, because I'm really enjoying using that at the moment. And then all my weapons from there onwards. After I have some of my new parrying shields. I want those two as well, because that shield is a lot of fun. Maybe those don't need to be on my inventory. In my inventory. These can all go. I'll maybe throw in a bow of some description. Maybe that one. One of these is the best. Probably this one. I'll throw in that, and then maybe finger seal. Then I can do the rest of the weapons, which was everything from this onwards. And then I can do the rest of the shields in case I want to use any of them, and the rest of the ranged weapons. Okay. And that should leave me with, yes, I've got my two scimitars, I've got those, and I have these new parrying shields, potentially. So, step one was, I want to try out this parry versus various enemies. Now, these guys are always horrible to parry, as with all of the undead enemies with the weird time swings. They're not a bad idea. Alright, the parry does feel like it comes out slightly slower. But then it has the big sweep, so... Oops. Maybe not the best enemies to test parry on. They're very... Oh my god. Alright, I'm just going to go test on something which attacks a little faster. These guys throw off my timing really badly. Although, there's actually another thing I can do as well. So, there are two steps to this. First step, go and find something easier to parry. Second step, I'm pretty sure you get Karen retaliation from someone past here. So, I'm going to go through the mana so we can get that. That sounds like a plan. Alright. Now these are pretty easy to dodge as far as I remember. They usually just stick to the path, right? Yeah, they just pretty much attack the path only. Except for here, I guess? Interesting. Okay. Is there anything to even parry in here? Can't remember. Don't think so. But, I'll grab my halberd again. Oh, and my quick load is a mess. That bring me back to medium? It does. Alright. Yes, there's a large hand behind me. There it is. Okay, a lot of health. Definitely in an area that's higher than appropriate level. Ooh. Oh my god. Can't believe I'm getting hit by that. It's been a while. Did they leave the building? I honestly can't remember. Oh. I met for that would kill. I clearly can't read health bars. Yeah, it looks like they can leave the area. Good to know. Oh, and they drop some of smithing stones. Cute. Do they just keep getting staggered, or... Oh, they do kill me. Alright. Oh, it's the little hands. Alright. Well, let's just run through this area in a reasonable sense, because I get the feeling these things are going to take a while to kill if I try clearing them out too much. Anything else that was interesting to grab in this area? Top of my head, I can't remember most of what was in this area. I remember that other than the, there was a sword that a lot of people liked that I've never actually used because I've never had a character with the stats to actually wield it. But it's a sword that's both faith and int. You need like 24 of each to wield the sword off the top of my head, or something like that. Something in that ballpark. So I have not ended up using the sword before, but it's maybe no. It's I'm not gonna ever have the stats for it on this character. Something that I think a lot of people liked using because it had this kind of ridiculous laser beam attack that it could do, which was pretty fun. You'd see a lot of it in PvP, but people weren't generally particularly good at making use of it. Like, it was a lot of... You'd have a lot of people in PvP just sort of firing these ridiculous-looking laser beams at you, but you just roll it, 'cause it's got a really obvious... really obvious tell to when it's being used. I think that was the room that has it in. It involves dropping down one of the towers. It's either that or something in this tower, or... I can't remember. Is there a tower here? Or is it just a gate? Well, we can give this place a more thorough search at some point. Most likely later in this character's playthrough when I realise I've missed something important. But for now, I'll just keep moving forwards. Is there an item there? Yes, there is. Thought so. I remember this used to be a little bit of a PvP area back in near the start of this. Just because people liked the, it reminded people of the church from Dark Souls 3, I guess. Where you could roll through all the chairs and then, like, have a PvP in the room afterwards. Oh, I was going for the backstab there and did not land it. Yep, that's, maybe not the move. That being said, those enemies are probably a good chance to experiment with some parries. So let me switch to my parry shields and see how these enemies do with, or see how this parry does in terms of parrying these guys. Yeah, the wind-up is definitely longer. I'm sure it's good, I'm just struggling on the timing right now for it. Doesn't feel as natural as the buckler parry. Maybe a melee weapon. Like, it feels more usable than just like a standard parry. Like a medium shield parry. But it definitely feels like you're having to lead it more. I think it definitely has more wind-up frames. And I think for me, most of what I'm looking for with a parry ends up being how few frames there are before the actual parry happens. Because I'm mostly trying to get the right timing on the opening of the attack. I prefer less frames, but also less... I prefer less parry frames, but less build-up as well. Is, I think, my view on this thing. That being said, the fact that it has a bit of a sweep in front of it for parrying is quite nice. I wonder how it does once you're out of FP. That's also another question. Because obviously, this parry uses FP, which is a bit of a disadvantage over standard parries or buckler parries. Obviously, carry and retaliation, I think, also does. Although, as far as I remember, carry and retaliation only uses FP if you're parrying a spell, which it can also do. So, feels like maybe it has more use there. Yeah, the timing on this I'm really struggling with. I'm just gonna run from these guys. Do I drop down? That's actually that's another point. I can go back for it later. I'm in no hurry. Which reminds me, at some point I should do completion of... There's a couple of achievements that I still haven't got on Steam on this game. Mostly to do with collecting all the items of certain types. And I've got a character who's very close, so I should, at some point, continue on my old main playthrough. Maybe finish up some completionist stuff. I can't remember if I'd gone into New Game Plus on that character. I think I might have. Just for the sake of diving straight into it, having missed a few things. I've got other characters like at the end of the game as well, but I don't think they've New Game Plus, so they might be the better character to make completionist progression on. Because I'll have access to all the areas. No, there's a bunch of drops I can do off the cliff somewhere. I'll come back to a lot of this stuff. Let's just focus on a goal, given that I tend to get very sidetracked very easily. Can I stagger this doggo? That took a while. Now, I really should have rested at that bonfire, now that I think about it. Let me do that, because the upcoming boss fight should probably at least be healed up. Now I know the upcoming boss can be parried as well, so this might be an interesting experiment for testing the different parry frames. Definitely give it a shot. So... Also, did the giant drop anything? I think he did. Oh god. Alright. Maybe don't get immediately hit for free damage. Wait, did he just do a lot of damage to himself? What happened there? Whatever that was. Not that again. I've not seen that happen before. I assume some of those enemies are not friendly to each other. I don't know what caused the... Unless that was someone else's health bar. Like, that can't have been the big guy's health bar, could it? Oh. Okay, they're friends. They don't hit each other. Oops. Oh, he's casting. Don't let him cast. Now these guys are a pain. But if I just run past them, it should be fine. There's a path there. Anything else up here that I wanted to grab? Not really. Oh, other than lose an Estus of healing. Let's just go into the boss fight. It's the worst that can happen. Alright. Alright. Oh. Getting hit multiple times. Alright. Oops. I'm curious, can I just walk those? I can just walk those. At least those ones. Okay. That wasn't too bad, is it? Oh! The parry wasn't too bad. Timing felt not too bad, actually, with the golden parry, or whatever it's called. Let me look up its actual name. What is it called? Golden parry. Yeah, there we go. That was not a dodge. Oh. Thought they were going to do something different there. That was a misread completely. Okay, that actually feels very comfortable. Ooh, okay, maybe not time to be switching weapons. Ooh. Oh. Let's see if I can get some more parries in here. There we go. I feel like this halberd is a strange weapon to be using in one hand like this, but it sort of works. Okay, that one's not parryable. Do not parry the spell variant. Today I learnt. Or I guess I already knew, but today I remembered. And probably immediately forgot. We'll see, we'll see. Watch me make the same mistake in this fight. What are my souls that I'm oddly attached to? There they are. Yeah, I feel like I want something where I can retaliate with a bit more than a single attack. That being said, it's fine. Can I just walk? I can just walk. Okay, cool. Yep. Walk against all of that. Maybe not those all the time. Okay, yeah, those are like 50% walkable. Oh, okay, greedy. Ooh. Oh, that was badly rolled. Okay. Well, I almost fucked that one up, but not quite. At least I didn't try and parry it. I'm learning. Oop. Do I use FP? I use FP even if I don't parry. Yeah, this thing's burning through my FP. Ooh, I'm missing those dodges really badly. Probably don't need to do this fight with all parries, but I am a little committed right now. I mean, it's not like I'm actually riposting or anything. I might as well just get some attacks in, but... Oops. Yeah, I want something where I can get 2 hits in there. That's... It feels like a missed opportunity with this weapon. Small heal, but don't want to get greedy and die. Oh. Okay, some of those definitely feel very nice. Okay, yeah, I can get 2 hits just about. More of a delay on that attack. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to grow on me. Or at least for boss parries, for like wide sweeping boss attacks. This thing feels like good. Oh, oops. Feels like good value as a parry tool. Okay. Ooh, I'm out of FP though, so this is going to be sketchy. Do I have any FP flasks? Yes. Right. Healing flask. FP flask on the next one. Ooh, okay. There we go. Okay, jump attacks to do the distance. This is going to be a lot of damage, but ooh, don't want to risk it. Oh, I made the mistake again. Don't do that. Oh, bad timing. Oh, once again, at least my positioning was right. Was alright. I mean, it was bad for doing a parry, but it was good for being out of the way of an unparryable attack. So, I'll take it. Alright, can I get some more parryable attacks, please? Okay, maybe I'm getting a little greedy here. Maybe I should just finish this fight without parries. Like, it's definitely just finishable at this point from a non-parry standpoint, but I'm a little committed to this parrying thing. Oop. Ah, it's annoying when I'm too close. Those always feel really sad because the timing's mostly alright on them. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, 2 jump attacks, 2 jump attacks. That's the way to do this. Oh no, do not try and parry the... Okay. No, that's alright. That one felt like a much more of a reasonable fight. Just need to remember to do the 2 jump attacks on those parries, and I think that'll be pretty good, actually. Also, you know what? At least I died near the door, so I didn't need to run halfway across the room to grab some souls. I'll take that as a win. You know what, that there is just me being very bad at this game, though. Like, given the amount my flasks are healing, I feel like I was definitely being greedy with some of those heals in the last fight. Could definitely wait till I'm a little bit lower. Oh. I don't think I'd seen them do that particular sweep before. In this fight, at least. Maybe I just blanked on it. Timing on that. Yeah, you can get some good damage in if you get a double jump attack in there. Oop. Like, I shouldn't heal here. I should wait till I've taken another hit. But the problem is if they do that magical sweep, then I'm just asking to get killed. Ooh, okay. This is probably too greedy for my tastes. Yeah, these feel like suitable parry level responses. Can I just run that? I feel like I can, but after being clicked by it a few times when just running, I kind of don't want to risk it. Also, I need to get more aggressive with some of these parries if I want to do this full parry, because I'm missing perfectly valid parry attempts. Because yeah, I can just run it. Ooh. Oh, game lagged briefly there. That was unfortunate. Other than that. Also, I'm not a fan of running to the right for those. Should not do that. Feels like it's less good. Right. Ooh. Well, thankfully I'm still alive somehow. Very low HP. Couldn't even see a pixel there. It was like sub-pixel HP. Ooh. Right, let's be a little greedy with my heals. In phase 2 there's a lot of damage that can all turn up at once. I'm gonna roll those. It's not worth the risk. Oh. Yeah, it's not worth the risk of suddenly being one shot. Oh, come on. Will you calm down with your spells? Do I have to stand nearer? Is that what I'm not doing right? Come on. Please. I wanted to guarantee riposte hits on you, but... or some sort of parry response, but you're not doing a lot of melee attacks. Ooh, I mean, that was a melee attack. Maybe yeah, I do need to just stand closer. Oh. Except for the fact that they still do those up close. There we go. Come on. Get a little bit closer to me. I don't particularly want to be fighting from the other end of the map. That was parryable. I should have gone for that. Ooh. Missed that one. Right. Come on. Oh, more magic. Please. Just give me some melee attacks to have an attempt at parrying. I mean, I could kill them right now. Oh, but I want to get one more parry. This is maybe greed. No, let's not. Let's not. I've thrown enough bites due to greed. And I go. Okay, you know what? That'll teach me. That'll teach me to not change up my my methods at the end of the fight. Commit to the full parry and get the full parry. Don't try and shift it up at the end. That's the game telling me to not ruin my my full parry runs. Hmm. Where are my souls? There they are. I like how throughout this playthrough I've just interchangeably called them souls and runes. I'm not planning to stop calling them runes and souls interchangeably. It's just the souls gameplay part of me can't stop doing that. Ooh. I should have just parried that, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there. Sort of looked at it and went, I wonder if that's parryable, and then did nothing about it. Oh, I wonder if the pulling it up from the ground is parryable. Honestly, this one feels like a weird run in terms of parries because I'm not exactly riposting, so it feels very arbitrary the amount of damage I'm getting in between parries. It's just, you know, how many weapon attacks I'm justifying to myself is reasonable to do between parries. I feel like this is reasonable though. It's like the number of attacks I can get in without them moving again. Oops. Need to get better at parrying the vertical sweep. Screw it. Let's land a non-parry hit in there. Oh. Alright, well that sort of paid for itself because I missed one of those attacks. Come on. Oh, I'm too close. Oh, and I rolled that way too early. And that's not an attack, that's like a waving around the weapon to cast a spell. Oh, once again, I made the mistake of trying to parry the blue thing. Nah, that was a messy one anyway. I got a hit in that wasn't part of a parry, which sort of felt dirty. It didn't feel like something I should be doing in one of these parry boss fight runs. Which, to be fair, something actually requiring me to full parry this thing. It's just, yeah, it feels like a nice challenge. Ooh. Now, could I... There we are. Ooh. Was that not a parry? That felt really close. Oops. Would be fun if I had Karen Retaliation versus this guy, because that would mean I could maybe parry some of the magic. Okay, that being said, these runs are getting a lot cleaner as they go, so it's sort of nice that I fucked up the early ones because it's resulting in me getting a much cleaner looking run. Right, now give me something parryable. Right, that's not parryable, and also I should heal because that thing would have killed me if it hit. Oh, are those partials or... Can I even properly get partials with that parry? I don't even know. Again, just a spell cast, not a weapon attack. Need to stop thinking I can parry that. Oh. Oh, okay, let's not mess up this nice clean run. Although that was annoying because that was a nice parryable attack that I could have gone for. Oh, oh, come on, don't mess this up right near the end. I like the last two runs. I do have a habit of messing up runs on like the last pixel of HP. Just when trying to get... I think I get greedy right at the end. I start looking for that final opening and then... There we go. Nice. That was a nice full parry run of Loretta. Alright. Let's go grab this this all-important carry and retaliation wherever it happens to be. Oh, it was in one of these areas, wasn't it? It was like a hidden shopkeeper type thing. Or hidden shopkeeper? Or just some sort of shopkeeper somewhere. Chilling Mist. I remember that being alright. I can't remember. At least one of these had like a secret path down into it. And the dragon was... Does the dragon fly away and just never return in like previous playthroughs? I don't know whether that was like a bug or whether it was like they would turn up somewhere else. I think they did. I think they turn up in on like one of the mountain bits somewhere. It was actually just like a intended feature that they fly away when they get to low HP. Yeah, let's fight the dragon. Oh god, that's not a head attack. Oh, that being said, maybe if I just light attack. Don't try and do jump attacks. They're really messing with my peripheral vision and my angle. Oh, that is not a safe place to be standing during fire. Around the complete wrong direction. That being said, could you not be on the edge of the cliff? As much as you are a large dragon who likes flying. It's maybe a little bit far for me to have to travel. Whoop. Where even am I standing here? It's the one thing that gets me during a lot of these dragon fights is that they're cool and all, but like... Do we need to have so much arbitrary terrain getting in the way? I mean, it's, you know, it's interesting. It's like a meaningful terrain hazard, but it often feels like the dragon is sort of not standing entirely correctly on the terrain. Yeah, there we go, there it goes. Aha. Which is why I'm not too fussed about the dragon fight there. It's only the first bit of it. Yeah, somewhere around here. Sort of disoriented myself a bit. Was it in one of these? I swear there was a hidden... Oh, that looks like a hidden staircase. Does indeed. Nice. I see. Is there... Oh. Is there like a shopkeeper around this area? Was it the guide? Do I have to start a part of the quest line? It's been so long. Alright, let me have a look. around here. Oh. It's kind of like an enemy. Just a... Oh, for God's sake. Fuck it. Now. I can wander into the tower, I guess. I feel like I've accidentally skipped part of, what's his name, Wolfman's quest again, as I am prone to. Okay. Let's see, maybe in here? Maybe I need to start Thingy's quest, and then the NPCs turn up that I want to talk to. That sounds about right. Let's try that. Hello.
Oh, I believe I said it pleaseth but tarnish. I have no reason intriguing. Wilt thou end? I am the witch Rani, that I might one day well. I see thou art a but I require as much I anticipate.
Okay.
There is. I would have thee join him. I have called for and heed not their peculiar. I am sure the other. Speak, thou needst not indulge. It hath been a passing long time. Thou needst. It hath been a.
Okay, yeah. Rotating dialogue. Nice. Alright, so Blide's been sent down to the underground area. And I can now speak to the other two. Well, I guess I've already spoken to the giant before.
Again, the Karian royal fan told that you as I will give together.
Okay, cool. And
Blythe, glad to have you in this. Well, I'm still in Limbo. The eternal city of. I'm planning to go, but see if I can't. I'm going, but see if I can. Don't keep me waiting.
And this guy. I think this guy's the one who sells it.
Yes, I don't know what it is, but since I ask, come and pay. Should you? If it were up, but who? I come and pay. Should you? If it were up, but who?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go visit that guy. Is he gonna be in the underground bit, or is he in... Oh, wait a minute, I need to do something to get out of here, don't I? Do I need to go back to talk to Ronnie again, or... Maybe. This is why you should pay slightly more attention to what they're saying, but this is my How of Manieth playthrough. I am not going to meticulously listen to every line of NPC dialogue. It is good to listen to the first few times, though, but there is a lot of it, though, so...
I shall soon, and it will be this doll's. Still, I look for.
Alright.
I shall.
Cool.
It will be. I have high look.
Yeah.
To the good.
So she's doing that. Which means that now I can leave? I think. I can block again here, which is nice. I wonder if this is to allow the game to reposition NPCs. I wonder if that's part of it. It might be that it's a little bit of time for the game to put the NPCs in the right place and not have you see them spawn in. Yeah, I think he was down here. Summoned to another world. Oh yeah, I've got my my blue sign still on, don't I? Forgot about that. Right, what are we looking for? Where are they? Oh yeah, there's direction. Oh yeah, the markers on the thingy. I sort of blanked on those in previous ones, but now I remember that they do actually give you directional indicators, which is nice. Is this like an intentional attempt to get the boulder to roll over these guys, or...? Probably. Ooh, why do I feel very underleveled? What happened there? Oh, was that the boulder? That'll explain it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe my flask upgrade did affect things. Hmm. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Let's go to these different towers. It'll be one of the towers, will be his tower. So this one or the third one. Can I... Oh, I can. I don't know why I wasn't using torrent here. I assumed I couldn't for some reason. Right, I don't think it's that one. It's probably the one on the other side. Yeah, probably this one. If I remember correctly, it's the one with the ladder down the middle of it. Up the middle of it, even. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Well, did you not realize? Perhaps I'd like you to find a... Even you. Good. Now I shall... I expect... The only thing are we and I have enough. The only thing are we and
Okay, so he doesn't sell anything. So where do I get Karen Retaliation from? I thought I remembered this, but apparently I don't. Maybe I should look this up. That might save me some time. So was there not... Could have sworn there was a chest up here. Maybe up here. Yeah, there is. Let's see.
I've no time. The only thing are we and I have enough.
Right, let me look this up super quick. We're looking for Ash of War Karen Retaliation, which... Oh, it's not bought from him. Oh. It's bought from one of the... Oh. Literally walked past the merchant who sells it. And possibly killed them. Where are they? No, further on, maybe. Alright, where's my sense of direction? Non-existent, that's where it is. Somewhere around that area. God, these things got a lot of health. Okay, One of the sides of this building, I think. It's up here. Oh. That was a bit fumbly. Somewhere around here. Be off the side of the path near the top. These guys on the other hand have surprisingly little health compared to like the wolves. Remember them being really annoying. I mean, they are really annoying, but their health is significantly less bad than I thought it would be. Okay. Let's see. Somewhere around this area is a merchant. There's the parkour drop down here, which takes me past these guys. Where am I currently? I feel like this is too far. I feel like I wanted to be back at this previous bit. Alright, I remember nothing about this. It's not like I drop off this edge. No, that just takes me down here. One of the buildings down below, maybe? Let me see. Oh, okay. I think I need to drop from the other side. That'll explain it. Sort of. Also, I can't write torrent in here, can I? Is there anything up here? While I'm in this area. Just make sure I haven't missed any obvious items. Curious if anyone actually uses that bit of the map for boss fighting in this fight. Because that just sounds like a really awkward place to fight the boss, but it is, I guess, part of the arena, so usable. Now, somewhere along the sides here, I guess. Maybe I can at least open a couple of shortcuts while I'm here. Even if it doesn't necessarily lead me to what I'm immediately looking for. Is Anything on the roof? Some old fangs. And nothing else super important. E. Oh, here he is. This is the guy. Alright, here we go. Yes, this is the guy. It's a fun arcane weapon as well. Let's pick it up on here. Right. Yeah, might as well grab that. You know what? Let's just grab more of his random things. Okay, so we now have the final variant of parry to try out. So if I put this, that's a point. Does this? Can I put this on? I mean, realistically, I want this to be standard or quality. Standard, really. Yeah. I don't know if I can put that on other things. We'll see. Right, so Carrying Retaliation uses no FP out the gate, which is nice. And I think this has similar frames to a buckler parry. Oops. I say, not really seeing it. This does not feel similar to a buckler parry. Okay, that was I mean, there's a lot of bad parries here, but okay, let me just deal with the guy with the crossbow because honestly, this is really throwing my test. Right, look, I know you've got a crossbow. Jesus, there we go. Right. Oh, there's another one now as well. Let's compare the two. Let's grab my golden parry again. Okay, these guys are just awkward to parry. I think it's I'm bad at this game. Why am I parrying so early? Right, let's get one of them out of the way. Let's switch back to the Carrying Retaliation. Alright, that's... I felt alright. Let's try that again. Alright, no, actually this thing, when I'm not playing badly, this thing feels alright. I do have a habit of doing it way too early though. Maybe I do want a parry with a longer opening frame just because I parry so early so often. But then other times I just miss the... I think I'm just inconsistent with my parries. I think that's the reality of the situation. Alright. Well, it's an interesting parry. I don't know how it compares to the buckle. Let's compare those two. So, I grab the buckler as well. We go for some buckler parries first. Okay, just, why not? Let's Just trying to backstab one of them to get him out of the way. Alright. Parry's a mess now. You know what? I think I'm just bad at parrying these knights, because my buckler parrying's all over the place. It felt like it was roughly alright timing, but it was a mess. Alright, It's one of being so bad at parrying these knights. That's what I want to know. I used to be alright at this, but apparently at some point I just forgot when the parry timing was for these guys. That is one thing I will say about Elden Ring versus some of the other Souls games, is that the parrying feels more... I feel like in Dark Souls 3 at least, the parrying felt more natural, whereas in this, I feel like I'm having to forcefully adjust my timing. Although again, that might just be that I've played more Dark Souls 3 than I have Elden Ring, but it definitely feels like I'm having to weirdly adjust the timing of my parries. Like, I'm not doing it when would feel most natural. I'm doing it, like, either specifically earlier or later. In the case of these knights, later. And compare that to... You know what? I think this is actually a better parry. This does feel more comfortable. Oh, that felt like one I would have missed with the buckler. Like, I was obnoxiously early on that one. Let's try this with the buckler again. Oh. Yeah, this definitely... You know what? I think I like the Karen Retaliation. This might be my go-to parry for the moment. Feels slightly nicer at a time than the golden parry. Yeah, and also it doesn't use FP. Oops, that's not the parry. Yeah, doesn't use FP when I'm just parrying stuff normally. Which is a nice improvement over the golden parry. Alright, so that's one of my goals for the day down. What are the goals? What are the goals that I have to complete? I think one of them is I would like to go through the entire Roll of Capital at some point. Sort of in reverse order. So this is where you, well, not in reverse order, I sort of entered the capital in reverse order. So what would be fun would be to start from the intended starting location of the capital, around here, and actually go through it in the natural direction. And maybe go through some of the Undercity as well. I do feel like I'm overusing this weapon. Let's try something more interesting. Let's get the hammer out again. The old bonking mallet. Can I get the big trumpet from this guy? It's actually a point. I wonder if I could grab that, actually. Oh, I remember there was a funny spot people used to hide in PvP on the edge of here. People would get round that corner of the outer wall and just sort of bounce on the edge and just be really awkward to reach. Not that it was actually a very good spot. Like, you could take people on pretty comfortably when they were there. Mostly by just having a throwing item that knocks people off. But it was definitely funny. I think a lot of people thought it was some sort of big brain move. This big mallet. It's not a, Oh, there it is. Oh, it's hard to riposte with this thing. Or maybe the angle was bad. So let's hit this guy a few times. All the fun weapons that I have available to me. Definitely want to play around with this, the dual scimitars at some point. I'll do that at some point. I actually need to infuse them with something. These guys alive, they were. Yeah, there we go. It does actually do finishes properly. I'm just standing in the wrong place on those previous ones. Any more living guys? No. You know what? Big bonking hammers are actually pretty good for the stagger. Which is no real surprise, honestly. In general, big, heavy weapons are a very staple build in Souls games. Just because, in general, staggering things is a great way to win fights. Especially in Elden Ring with the whole stagger and then like stagger enemies into ripostes mechanic. Maybe don't need to be riposting each one of these guys though. Yeah. Find this little bar. Ooh. Don't walk into the explosive stuff. Right. What if I want to try out one of my parries versus these guys? Well, they're kind of horrible to parry. Ooh. Okay. Damage is a little high. But I maybe want to not get hit by that. Okay, that first guy had very little health and it threw me. These guys have actually got a lot more health than I was thinking. Yeah, I like the big hammers, but a little slow to maybe do stuff on. Oh yeah, I forgot what I had on this. Had the old dodging Asher War, which is also an interesting one. Not one that I've used a lot before this. I mean, not one that I've used at all before this playthrough. Used a little bit in this playthrough, so still learning the exact timing on it, but it's very cool. Oops. So I could just move around that. Oh. Surprised I didn't get a backstab there. Usually then casting is a bit of a free backstab moment. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Got a little bit too into the idea of trying to parry him there. Maybe should have watched out for my own HP. Did I have some interesting Ashes of War on? Oh, I had double strike on this thing. Probably don't take out each of these guys. This feels a little excessive, but I'll at least can't kill this guy because I want to know if I can drop that guy's ridiculous horn. Da-da-da. So I think there's a little section under there to maybe peer into. So let's do that. Pretty sure there's one of our friends, the rapier's just around that corner. Let's be a little careful. There he is. Alright, anything else in here? No, that was it. Now, did the roofs lead anywhere interesting? Other than obviously just across the rooftops. Can I get to my souls quickly through here? I think so. I think I died somewhere down in this road. Yeah, there they are. There's also the other thing in this game where I felt like FP was more useful than other Souls games because a lot of these Asher Wars are a lot of fun to use, and having the FP to be able to use them a little bit more is always nice. Oh, let's not just get killed for no reason. There we go. Which reminds me, I should get the talisman that gives me FP on riposte. That would be a good idea. Ooh. Walk straight into that one. Ooh. Oh, I forgot he's got a little friend around the corner as well. Ooh. Let's see if I can deal with his friend. Oh. 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 There we go, there's the backstab. Oh, I could have just killed him there. There we go. Always fish for those backstabs. Great way of avoiding damage. Oh. Unless you miss fishing for them, at which point completely useless. Can I still use oops. Can I still use carrying retaliation when I have no FP? I wonder. I'm actually not sure. That would be an unfortunate situation to be in, to want to parry but not be able to because I don't have any FP. Hmm. Oh, that's not a backstab. Once again, let's see if this guy drops his ridiculous trumpet. Down here, somewhere down here. Honestly, this city in general is one of my favorite places in Elden Ring. It's one of the... It's just a really nicely laid out area to traverse with a lot of alternative routes across rooftops, through like alleyways and passageways and stuff. It's really interesting to explore. That guy would not leave me alone, would he? Like, it'd be interesting to just have a look at how many different interesting paths you can take through it. Okay. Let's give Big Trumpet Man another attempt. Come on, you've got to drop that weapon. If you don't, then who else? Then who does? You know. I know there's another trumpet you can drop, which is the... Ooh, okay. That does not stagger anywhere near as much as I thought it would. Just go for the light attacks. Those actually stagger better than the weapon art. Right. Yeah, I know that there is another trumpet that's definitely droppable from the area that's full of those guys later in the game. But I don't know if that one in particular is droppable, and I would really be interested to know. Oh, that was lucky. And definitely completely planned. Sometimes running around them works and you don't get hit. Other times you just get clipped by the sword. It's sometimes inconsistent on those guys. Not because the game is inconsistent about it, more than that I myself am a little inconsistent with it. Now, I'm curious. I don't think any of the No, he doesn't respawn. I was really hoping Crucible Knight would respawn there. Where does this go? Have I been this way before on this one? Genuinely can't remember. Oh, this is down here. Okay, yeah, no, I have been this way. That's where I fought the big snake earlier, although I have missed a few items in this area. So, grab those. Just smithing stones, I imagine. Oh, wait, no. Gravel stone. Don't know what that does. Oh, one of those guys has a spear. I completely missed that. Yeah, stone sword key. We have in this room other than a bunch of soldiers. Clarifying ones. That's it's removing Scarlet Rot, I think. Which ones were the clarifying ones? I can't remember. This came out on the wall somewhere, which again, no it didn't, it came out here. Oh, and I can climb the wing of the dragon and get to where I'd already been. This hilariously out of order reversal. In fact, yeah, where do I get to? Going up the wing of the dragon again. Like, I think I just get onto the wall where I was previously. I thought I could just run past that. Apparently I was wrong. Ooh. Those take like half a second longer to drink than I thought. That leads down. I did not mean to do that. It's not the jump button. Ooh. Alright, he's got a little bit more range than I thought. You know what, let's bait one of them down here. Have them at least fight me separately. Ooh, that was a bad time to switch shields. Come on. Oh, come on. This is how not to fight these guys. Oh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm making such a mess of this one. Just gonna run away from him. Right back into this guy. Well, at least he's put his bow away. Right. Took a few attempts, but we got there. We got there in the end. Now, does that just take me to exactly where I started from? It does, it does. Well, that was a bit of a redundant journey, but good to know. Right. Well, let me see if my stream is still working. It was bugging out for me there. That was weird. All right. Nice. Good to know. He is about to lightning bolt me. I'm really bad at judging the timing on those lightning bolts. And I'm just getting hit by all of them. Alright. Where else did I want to explore in the capital while I was in this bit? I wanted to go down that main road. Somewhere up there is... That's where I want to get to, but obviously I need to do the boss fight for that bit, but... That Crucible Knight is another fun one. other fun enemies I like to parry around this area? Around this general area? I'm sure there are some... Oh, was there a Crucible Knight at the far end of here? Because I know I didn't go down and grab all the left-hand side stuff when I originally turned up here. So I think now's as good a time as any to head this way and remember what was actually down this side. Okay, well, we had an archer, regular guy. More bits of dragon to climb on. And an item. More gravel stone. I forget what gravel stone's actually used for. But it's like a fancy purple drop, so it's got to be somewhat useful, right? At least I can't remember ever having made use of it, so maybe not. It's probably for some niche craft that I've not really used much. Alright, that was most of that area. This guy here is just a free bit of backstab. Ooh, hello. Also, the other one turns up. That's slightly too many of them for me to fight at once. Unless I become less incompetent all of a sudden. Okay, I've at least got the time back on that roll. Alright. That's better. Took one attempt, but... Took one extra attempt, but... Oh, yeah, don't go trying to parry the... Oh, yeah, that was going to happen. These guys are maybe not the best guys to practice parry against, because they keep just spamming lightning bolts. I mean, not too bad when there's one of them, but when there's two of them, the one in the back likes to hurl lightning bolts at me on loop. That'll do, won't it? That'll be close enough. I want to see which other bosses are parryable. So I enjoyed doing the full parry Loretta. Need to find more parryable bosses in the near vicinity. Oh, I could try parrying. I could try actually getting correct access to this place by parrying the what's it called? The tree sentinel that hangs about here. I could... Oh, you know what I never did? I never went and fully got round to Volcano Manor the other way. It'd be nice to have the... Actually, what am I thinking? I can just walk out the front of Volcano Manor. I've been into the main building. That would make a lot of sense. What's those patches of his?
I don't believe it. And here I all good though. We'll do good. Patches important.
Okay, so what does patches sell again? Rhythmic, boost rune position, I'll grab those. Lots of invasion items I don't really need right now, and some weapons. And a stone sword key. Always important. Target's shankle. What was that for? Can't remember.
Cheers for that.
Convenient use of all my souls though. Yeah, let's go clear up this missing map segment. It's been a bit of an eyesore for a while now. I wonder if I can get to the boss fight on top of the mountain from this angle as well. Don't know. Oh god. I don't know what I was expecting there. How parryable are these guys? Oh. Maybe more parryable if I landed the parry. That's step one. Step one to parrying anything is to parry at the correct time. There we go. Third time's the charm. Anyway, let's get this this thingy as well. Is it? Where does it go? This way? Okay. Is it just... Oh. I was just kind of on top of that for a bit. Oh, alright. Let's chase it on Torrent. This might be easier. These things are always a mess to try and hit. Except for that first one on this playthrough where I just casually got it first try. What was it? Been on top of there for so long. And why is it so awkward to hit? Oh, I'll just wait for it. Let's do the rational thing. We'll go to the rock that it likes to spin on, and we'll we'll wait for it to get there. Or not. I guess we can go over here. Where did its path go? Oh, not quite. Right, back to the rock. And this thing loops back around. Oh, come on. Let's grab a faster attacking weapon. Oh yeah, I still need to put an Ash of War on this scimitar, don't I? There we go. Oh, it's not one of the ranged weapon ones that I do not use. One day I'll actually bother to use some of the ranged weapons in this game. But today is not that day. They are a puzzle solver primarily for me. Useful for shooting specific inanimate objects from a distance. Alright, there we go. That'll be a useful map segment. Can I please touch that grace, please? There we go. Now, another thing, Ashes of War. Let's stick something on this. Like... I mean, that's something. I feel like I want something more interesting on it, though. Stormcaller... that thing. Oh, the Bloody Slash is... at least more interesting. Oh, I can put regular parry on it. You know what? Let's throw a regular parry onto it. Lightning or Sacred. I guess lightning hits slightly more. Oh, yeah, I can do the good old scimitar parries. Yeah, kind of a fun classic. And now let's see if I can let's see whether I'm getting better at fighting these things now. Been enough of them in this playthrough so far, but I've got to have started picking up some skills, right? God damn. Oops. I'm expecting me to just repeat the same move. Maybe grab my slightly more comfortable weapon for damage. Oh, that rolled right into that. Alright. Let's two-hand the weapon. Alright, so that's some messy bits. This fight's going alright. I'm gonna say it's going alright. This is kind of a messy run. Oh, how did I not hit it in the head? I'm used to weapons where the jumping attacks have got more of a vertical sweep through them. Roll backwards from that one because then I'll be closer to its body afterwards. Oh. Oh, that felt easier to dodge. How did that feel easier to dodge? Oh, was that just a transformation one? That's why. It wasn't the classic explosion that I know and love. I forget which thingy flask upgrade this one gives. Is this one of the 50% HP ones, or is this one of the 10 in a stat ones? It might be a 10 in strength one, I think. So I think I might have needed it for one of my builds for low level stuff. Alright, there's the explosion. Actually correctly spaced this time. Oh god. That was bad. Oh. Let's not get too greedy here. I say literally every time I do a fight. What would help me in these fights? Knowing how many attacks it takes to open them up to the riposte. It'll do. A little bit messy, but still a first try. Oh, wait, it was the unlimited FP for a period of time one. Oh, I think that one was what that one was. Oh. Didn't realise that's what he was doing. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's kept back to a bonfire, and I might call it there for the stream. Yeah, let's anything I actually wanted to do, not particularly. Any useful ashes of war that I want to apply to things? Maybe. Any interesting weapons that I have lying around right now that would be interesting to use more often? I'd like to use this hammer more often. I'll put something on it. Yeah, it's gonna have a storm stomp. Why not? All right. Map's starting to get filled in. What was I doing? I was going to go to this guy, and I was going to grab a bunch of what are they called? Smithing stones.
Well, as war.
Ooh. Might as well grab that as well. How am I doing on numbers of these? No, I'm at least at matching numbers on them. There we go. And that will do. I think I will call it there. Right. Goodbye, everyone.